The Acura NSX first came out in 1991, and at that point its engine model number was C30A. Each year there were various changes, starting in 1992 when a new color was introduced, Grand Prix White. In 1993 there was a longer list of changes. They added a cup holder to the center console, and the console cover got 2 separate openings. They also added a passenger side airbag, which drastically reduced the size of the glove box. They changed the rear alignment to 2 mm less toe-in to improve tire wear, and they switched the AC system from R12 to R134A. They also improved the warranty coverage from 3 years or 36,000 miles to 4 years or 45,000 miles. 1994 also brought many changes. First, they dropped the exterior color Sebring Silver and introduced Brooklyn's Green Pearl. At this point, late in the year, they keyed the roof color to match the green instead of staying black. They also dropped the interior color of ivory and introduced the interior color of tan. They also color keyed the rear wall of the interior to tan to match those cars, which had previously been black on the ivory interiors. They also introduced a new wheel color, Solaris Silver. They increased the tire and wheel sizes, and they changed the wheel design from 5-spoke to 7-spoke. Finally, they changed the gear cut method to reduce gear noise. 1995 also saw some changes to color. They removed the Grand Prix White color and added the Midnight Pearl color. The black interior changed from code E to code J, which is just a little bit lighter than the previous color. Also, this is when the Targa top was introduced, creating the NSX-T, which was the only type available in 1995 in the US, and the coupes were unavailable. They also changed the exhaust tips, introduced Sport Shift Tiptronic style shifting for the automatics, created power steering as standard for both manuals and automatics, changed the gearing of second gear in manual transmission, modified the airflow to the brakes to improve cooling, changed the way the traction control light worked. It no longer shined green when activated, but did still shine yellow when inactive. They also introduced throttle-by-wire and the OBD2. There were limited slip differential changes on manual transmission cars. They went from torque control differential to a torque reactive differential. Automatic cars kept the old differential. Bumper reinforcements were changed to extruded aluminum instead of stamped steel. And this new vehicle was approximately 100 pounds heavier than the 1991 and 1992 models due to reinforcements for the Targa top. 1996 saw only a couple of changes. Grand Prix White was again available as an exterior color, as were coupes, but at this point they were only special order. 1997 brought many changes. Brooklyn's Green Pearl and Midnight Pearl were dropped from the lineup, while Kaiser Silver, Monte Carlo Blue, and Spa Yellow were introduced. Coupes could be special ordered with either a black top or a body color top, while the NSX-Ts still had body colored roofs. There was also a new wheel color on all wheels, Blades Silver. They also introduced larger front and rear brake rotor diameters and rotor thickness. The bracket and the rotors were the major change. Front caliper pistons went from 40 millers and 36 millimeters to 40 millimeters and 34 millimeters. There was also a new larger engine displacement, from 3.0 liters to 3.2 liters on manual transmission cars. The new model number for this engine is C32B1. The horsepower also increased from 270 horsepower to 290 horsepower, and torque increased from 200 foot-pounds to 224 foot-pounds on the manual transmission. There are now different exhaust manifolds that are stainless steel and free-breathing, different cylinder linings that are fiber reinforced, larger intake valves at 36 millimeters, different head gaskets, larger connecting rod bearings, increase of piston pin diameter from 22 millimeters to 23 millimeters, numerous emission control system changes, a 6-speed manual transmission, double synchros on 3rd and 4th gears, A61, lockout of reverse gear above 12 miles per hour, dual disc clutch changed to a single disc clutch, dual mass flywheel, larger diameter spare tire to clear new brakes, stronger, thinner aluminum body panels, heat-absorbing glass instead of bronze glass, immobilizer anti-theft system with coded key using an electronic transponder, no more all-metal keys, ignition switch light went away to make room for the immobilizer antenna, improved noise, vibration, and harshness. The final gear ratio did not change, so sixth gear in 1997 results in 6.9% higher vehicle speed than fifth gear in the 1996 model. New aluminum alloy in selected body areas to reduce weight and increase rigidity. Refined electronic power steering control. Revised shape of the front spoiler. Refined ABS braking system. Improved traction control system with new control logic. After all of those changes in 1997, Honda took it easy in 1998. There were not any official changes, though the throttle computer was changed. 1999 was also very slow for changes, but the limited production Zanardi Signature NSX became available. In 2000, several things changed. They discontinued Kaiser Silver, Monte Carlo Blue Pearl, and Formula Red, and introduced Silverstone Metallic, Monaco Blue Pearl, and new Formula Red. The seats, door inserts, and steering wheel got perforated leather. They improved the anti-lock brake system, improved the manual transmission shifting, brought the Acura A logo to mark the wheel centers, added onboard fueling vapor recovery system, and the engine now meets the low-emission vehicle standard with no scheduled tune-ups for 100,000 miles. There were no changes in 2001. 2002 brought a slew of changes, the biggest one being the updated styling, in which the pop-up headlights went away and other things changed as well. They discontinued the color Monaco Blue Pearl and introduced Long Beach Blue Pearl and Imola Orange Pearl. They also added interior colors that could be matched to the exterior: yellow, silver, blue, orange, and white. Red was available with both the red and black exterior. There was a new interior trim color, which was aluminum and affected the center console, door inserts, and gauge cluster bezel. They used white stitching on the interior dash. The steering turns lock-to-lock up to 3.24 from 3.07. The wheel size was changed to 17x7 in the front and 17x9 in the rear. The rear track increased by a half inch from 60.2 inches to 60.7 inches. Yokohama tires were no longer the OEM option. Instead, Bridgestone Potenza replaced them. The coupe option was discontinued in the US but was available elsewhere. 2003 only introduced a rear sway bar size increase. In 2004, the US colors were Long Beach Blue Pearl, new Imola Orange Pearl, Grand Prix White, new Formula Red, Rio Yellow Pearl, Silverstone Metallic, and Berlina Black. Each of those colors could be matched to a corresponding interior color for a personalized look, or ordered with the conventional tan or black leather. Equipment that had previously been optional was now standard, including the keyless entry and the CD changer in the trunk. They redesigned the shift knob, removed the passenger side power door lock switch, and the gauge cluster bezel color changed from aluminum to dark gray. The CD changer was now MP3 compatible, and the center console and door trim color changed to a brighter shade of silver. The factory alarm now gave an audible beep when activated via key fob. In 2005, the manual transmission/double synchros were added to the 5th and 6th gears. Thank you so much to NSXFAQ.com. They have a fantastic site that gave us all of this information, and they have so much more. Definitely go check them out if you are interested in the NSX and want to learn more about it.